The King and Queen of Malaysia host their final state banquet in Kuala Lumpur. The royal family of Jordan meet with young people in Aqaba. Emerita Queen Sofia of Spain attends a ceremony in Madrid. And the Sovereign Prince family of Monaco celebrate Fête de Saint-Thibaut in the ravine of Saint-Thibaut in Monaco. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Hello everyone, happy Sunday. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for January 28th, 2024. On Friday evening, their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, His Serene Highness, Hereditary Prince Jacques of Monaco, and Her Serene Highness, Princess Gabriella of Monaco, attended a special Mass, the benediction of the Blessed Sacrament, at the Église des Saints-Thibaut, on the occasion of Fête des Saints-Thibaut, the patron saint of the Principality of Monaco. The Mass was presided over by the Archbishop of Monaco, Dominique Marie David, in the presence of the Bishop of Ajaccio, Cardinal Francois Xavier Bustillo. Accompanying the Sovereign Prince family were Miss Melanie Antoinette Costello de Massy, Mr. Sebastian and Mrs. Donatella Neck de Massy and their daughters, Miss Christine Neck de Massy, Miss Alexia Neck de Massy, and Miss Vittoria Neck de Massy, Father Cesar Penzo, the Minister of the State to the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Pierre Dartout, the President of the National Council, Ms. Brigitte Bocanet-Page, the Minister of the Interior, Mr. Patrice Quilario, Ministers of the Prince's government, and the faithful. So what is the legend of Saint-Thibaut? Well, she was a Corsican woman born around 283 AD in Mariana. Quote, a young woman, she had decided to devote herself fully to the service of God. By the order of Prefect Barbarus under Emperors Diocletian and Maximian, she was imprisoned and tortured for her faith. She was martyred in Mariana by being stoned to death in around 303 or 304 AD. After her death, the governor of the province ordered her body to be burnt to prevent its veneration. However, she was saved from the flames by Christians. Her body was taken by night by the faithful and was placed on a small boat bound for North Africa, where several Christian communities lived at the time. However, in the first hours of the crossing, a storm arose. From the mouth of the young martyr devote, a dove miraculously emerged, which guided the boat to the small valley of Les Gomottes, today part of the Principality of Monaco, where, according to legend, there already stood a chapel dedicated to Saint George. The young martyr's body, discovered by fishermen, was interred in the chapel in the valley on 27th January of the same year. End quote. Traditionally, flowers are said to bloom before the season on January 27th, the Fête de Saint-Thibaut, or the feast day of Saint Devote. After Mass, the Sovereign Prince family and the de Massy family participated in the traditional burning of the symbolic boat on the Quai Albert I. At 8 p.m., a spectacular fireworks display took place above Port Hercule. On Saturday morning, the Fête des Saints-Thibaut celebrations continued with Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, accompanied by Miss Melanie Antoinette Costello de Massy, attending a pontifical Mass at the Cathedral of Monaco. The Mass was presided over by Cardinal Francois Xavier Bustillo. At 11:15 a.m., Archbishop Dominique Marie David and Cardinal Bustillo led the traditional procession of the relics from the Cathedral of Monaco through the narrow streets of Monacoville and ending on the Place du Palais. During the procession, Archbishop Dominique Marie David blessed the sea and the Principality. Once the relics arrived on the Place du Palais, the Sovereign Prince couple, per tradition, appeared in the window at the Palais Princier, where Cardinal Bustillo and the Archbishop held a prayer and blessed the Palais. In the evening, the Sovereign Prince attended a candlelit concert at the Cathedral of Monaco, featuring performances by the Tenebrae Choir and the Children's Choir of the René III Academy. On Friday morning in Le Condamine, the Sovereign Prince, accompanied by the Minister of the Interior, Mr. Patrice Quilario, the Controller General in charge of the Directorate of Public Security, Mr. Richard Marangoni, and the Minister of the State of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Pierre Dartout, presided over the inauguration of the renovated building of the Directorate of Public Security. Originally built in the 1960s, the newly renovated building was designed by Monegasque architect Mr. Gabriel Viora. According to a Palais Pensier press release, the general surface area of the new building, repainted in red and white, increased from 6,600 to 9,500 square meters, thanks to an increase in height of 4 floors. Quote, "This will enable the police officers of the Principality to cope with the increase in its workforce and to accommodate the various services that were previously scattered around town." End quote. During the inauguration, Father Julian Golino, chaplain of the public security, said a prayer and blessed the building. Thereafter, the Sovereign Prince was given a tour of the building, including the new state-of-the-art Operational Supervision and Command Center, as well as the Technical and Scientific Police Laboratory. On Friday, Her Majesty Emerita Queen Sofia of Spain presided over the solemn act of the taking of the oath or promise before the Bandera de España at the ELLE de la Guardia Real in Madrid. During the ceremony, 75 new members of the La Guardia Real were sworn in before the Bandera de España. After the oath, the Colonel-in-Chief of the Royal Guard gave a speech in tribute to those who gave their lives for Spain. On Friday morning, His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom was admitted to the London Clinic for a scheduled treatment for benign prostate enlargement, also known as a BPE. In a statement from Buckingham Palace, His Majesty, quote, "thanked all those who have sent their good wishes over the past week and is delighted to learn that his diagnosis is having a positive impact on public health awareness." End quote. On Wednesday, January 17th, Buckingham Palace announced that the king would undergo surgery for, quote, "corrective procedure," end quote, due to a BPE. Also on Friday, His Imperial Majesty Emperor Naruhito of Japan presided over the opening ceremony of the ordinary Daieto session at the National Daieto in Tokyo. Meanwhile, Their Imperial Highnesses Crown Prince Akishino and Crown Princess Kiko of Japan, accompanied by Her Imperial Highness Princess Kako of Akishino, attended the Kanto and Tokai flower exhibition held at Sunshine City in Tokyo. On Thursday, Her Majesty Queen Rania of Jordan, accompanied by her daughters, Her Royal Highness Princess Iman bint Abdullah II of Jordan and Her Royal Highness Princess Salma bint Abdullah II of Jordan, met with young people at the House of Roses Ladies Association in Aqaba. According to a press release, quote, "the young men and women told the Queen and the princesses about their experiences running income-generating projects and how they market products and plan to grow their businesses. Rather than waiting for traditional employment opportunities to arise, the young people explained that they chose to invest the limited funds they had into their own small projects, each of which has succeeded by creating products that meet the demands of the local market." End quote. On Thursday evening in Oslo, Her Majesty Queen Sonia of Norway attended the opening of the exhibition entitled Leonard Rickard, Between Construction and Collapse, held at the Astrup Fearnley Museum. According to a press release from the Astrup Fearnley Museum, the exhibition, quote, "both reviews an artistic practice spanning half a century, while demonstrating how Rickard has tirelessly pursued his painterly project far into his 6th decade. The exhibition provides a rare opportunity to experience a full breadth of Rickard's body of work, including several first renderings of his familiar motifs." End quote. Meanwhile, Her Highness Princess Martha Louise of Norway, along with her 3 daughters, Maud Angelica, Leah Isadora, and Emma Tallulah, recently sat down for an interview with Miss Caroline Hildebø from ELLE Norge. In the interview, the princess and her daughters discussed the, quote, "importance of openness, family dynamics, and sarcasm," end quote. Love it. The princess and her daughters also talk about growing up and family. interests, and characteristics, about why they have chosen to be open about their great sadness after the death of their father, Ari Ben, and how important it is to find your own path. Princess Marta Louise's second daughter, Miss Leah Isadora, stated, quote, "Mum has always given us a lot of space to feel our own feelings. She has never tried to make us fit into a certain box, but rather gave us the freedom to find our own way." End quote. On Tuesday, January 30th, ELLE Norge will release a new episode of their podcast with an in-depth interview with Princess Marta Louise. If you're interested in listening to the interview, in the description box below, I will leave a direct link to the ELLE Norge podcast. On Thursday, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel of Sweden visited Saab's aviation operations in Linköping. During the visit, the Crown Princess couple learned about the aeronautic business area and were given a guided tour of the production of the JAS Gripen fighter aircraft. In the afternoon, the Crown Princess couple visited the social services in Linköping, where they received information about the Right Curve project. According to the Royal Court of Sweden, the Right Curve project is a crime prevention method based on collaboration between the police and social services, where individuals aged 8 to 15 who are deemed to be particularly at high risk of becoming part of organized crime are identified. The preventative work involves the police together with social workers in close connection with a child's family and other networks working to create a safe future. The day ended with the Crown Princess couple attending a seminar entitled Östergötland, Together Against Crime, the work of various actors and good examples from the country, held at Linköping Castle. On Thursday evening in Karlsberg, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg, accompanied by the Prime Minister of Luxembourg, Mr. Luc Frieden, attended the 100th anniversary celebrations of the Chamber of Employees held at the European Convention Center, Luxembourg. And finally, last evening in Kuala Lumpur, His Majesty Sultan Abdullah Al Mustafa Billah Shah, the 16th King of Malaysia, was moved to tears during a state banquet on the occasion of the completion of his reign. In his speech, the king expressed his gratitude to all Malaysians who accepted him and his wife Aziza in their roles as king and queen. Quote, "Naturally, everything that begins must end, and everything must have a parting. Therefore, the time has come for me and the queen to step down. I will leave for Pahang with mixed feelings of sadness, happiness, and gratitude because I carried out this trust to the best of my ability and the sincerity of my heart. The question of whether I was successful or not is not for me to evaluate. Let history judge. With a sense of humility and gratitude, I express my thanks to Allah for all the blessings, well-being, and glory that He has bestowed on this servant of yours." End quote. The king also spoke about his wife, Queen Aziza, thanking her for always being by his side, stating, quote, "To my beloved queen, I am truly fortunate to have won your heart 38 years ago, and I am grateful and proud that you have also captured the hearts of Malaysians over the past 5 years." Like Khadijah, who devoted her entire life to supporting the struggle of the Prophet Muhammad, so too have you, my dear, tirelessly provided encouragement and inspiration for me to fulfill this heavy responsibility. End quote. The new king of Malaysia, Sultan Ibrahim Sultan Iskandar of Johor, will succeed to the throne on January 31st, 2024. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. No, really, I do. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow, on Monday, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you a wonderful Sunday afternoon and a great week ahead. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful Sunday afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.